I got 100 shooters sitting outside. Got 100 shooters sitting outside. What's going on, all my Game of Thrones League members? We back at it, man. Tried to get to it a little earlier. Sorry for the interruption. As y'all know, I'm over here taking care of Mom Dukes, fresh out the hospital and all that on a 12-hour surgery. So we chilling over here, man. Therapist came in. I had to kind of cut that video short and delete it. But now we back at it. Listen, I'm doing a draft recap, team review of every team in the league, man. Shout out to the man sitting on the throne right now in the King's Landing. Shout out to the boy Knox and them Cleveland Browns for winning the Super Bowl first year, season 1. Now we call season 1 the race to the throne. But we keeping our Game of Thrones theme right now. I'm calling my season 2. This is season 2, year 2 after the draft. We're going over the teams, man. And this year is called the Red Wedding. You heard? So if you're a Game of Thrones fan and you watch the show, you know what the hell I'm talking about. You heard? So it's gonna get dark and deep. And the reason why I call season 2 for us in our league the Red Wedding, because shit went down. So just a little quick overview for any of y'all that ain't watched Game of Thrones that's in my league right now, have no clue what I've been talking about, why you hear certain theme music in the back. Man, hit HBO up and watch the series, man. It's great, man. Great medieval time type of series that's off the hook, man. A lot of people know what it's about. It was one of my favorite shows ever. But anyway, back to it. The Red Wedding, man. The House of Starks, you know what I'm saying? That's who the kid representing right now. But the House of Starks, man, the one of the older son had to take over because his dad got his head knocked off by the Lannisters that was trying to sit on the throne. Everybody fighting for a throne, you heard? So they was trying to get some allies and shit, and they went to a wedding. The older son was supposed to marry another king's daughter to be able to become allies. He ended up marrying somebody else, which is a sign of disrespect, and they murdered the whole goddamn family and the whole wedding party, like. So I call our second season the Red Wedding because of this. Season 1, people was trying to figure out the game. You had people that studied the game, understood what was going on and all that. Season 2 right now, everybody know the game. People putting their teams together. We had a great draft. Guys got loaded. People understand how to play now, and I think this is going to be a dark, deep, really hard season right now where anybody could come out on top, man. You got your favorites still, as always, in the league. You got your best players that you think will always get to a Super Bowl, but I really think we're gonna have a dark horse step up and jump in front of this thing. All right, so the Red Wedding is what we doing, all the theme for whole season 2, man. Race to the Throne was season 1. Red Wedding in season 2, you heard? So with that being said, man, we talked about the NFC West yesterday, and I said the Rams had the best roster. They look like a baby Pro Bowl roster over there. The Seahawks, they won a division last year, but the Seahawks is a track star team, but they're very young. Fast, though. 49ers is a playoff team again. Cardinals is still restructuring and rebuilding right now, and they put pieces around that superstar quarterback they got. All right. I really think that the Rams can win a division, but I think the Seahawks will take that division over there. That's just my opinion. But I think Rock will push for that division this year. He has the team to do it, man. Matchups is everything on Madden 20. All right, so now we starting over here where we're going to talk about the AFC West. Alright, and the winner of AFC West last year was King Falk. Played in the AFC Championship game and lost a really heartbreaking game by bad coaching at the end. We're going to talk about Irish Tillman, my boy Mike, who stepped up, almost made the playoffs. He had a hell of a season last year. And then we're going to talk about the bottom two teams, which was the Broncos and the Raiders as well. I already did a little talk on the Broncos and their draft. I thought they had a really good draft. But we're going to go over their whole team and team review. But I'm going to start with the Raiders. Get over there and talk about brother Shakir, my boy Shaq and his team over here, man. There we go. All right, so as you know, Derek Carr is 29 years old, 83 overall. Talking to the Raiders coaches, it's almost like the John Gruden thing, where in the beginning when John Gruden first came over there, everybody thought he didn't like Derek Carr and all that. Well, we have that same situation in our league. Shaq doesn't like his starting quarterback at all, which made him go draft the quarterback. And I think he drafted this quarterback very high. So let's see Hayden Decker. Let's see where he was taken in the draft. First round, pick 31. So he took that with the Chicago Bears pick he had from the Khalil Mack trade. So he thought real high of getting a quarterback. Now, if you look at this quarterback overall, and as you know, the rookies 64 overall don't matter. I know Shaq's gonna put the star development trait on this guy, which will help him develop. Matter of fact, let me go do that for him right now. I'm not sure if he's starting him. I will go check out his starting lineup, but we just want to look at his roster right now. His quarterback not that bad though. You look at it, he got 89 throw power. Everything that comes down to throwing is sitting in the 70s, so you either mid 70s or high 70s. So I think you can do some things with him. Now, he's not mobile at all. 73 speed, 76. He's mobile enough to get around, but this guy's the thrower. 89 throw power is great on Madden 20. So this is a good thrower right here. But I like what Shaq did. A lot of these guys that went and got quarterbacks, and I didn't think no one needed quarterbacks a lot. Like, I didn't see 3 or 4 quarterbacks going in the first round, but they did in the league. All right, we didn't really have any first round graded quarterbacks right away, but we had first round talent, but they were always selected to go in the second round. Shaq did it the right way. Most of these guys got rid of their starting quarterbacks and drafted a quarterback, and they got plug and play right now, so that's going to take them setbacks. You had teams like the Chargers who with Phillip Rivers, he still has him on his team, but if he's starting a rookie quarterback right now and not letting his quarterback develop, that success he had last year is going to change, because that rookie's going to put him through the ringer. You heard? So Derek Carr is still sitting here, so you got a veteran still sitting on your roster, and you got time to develop Hayden Decker. Now if Shaq's going to do that, it's up to him, but he has the time to do it with Derek Carr. Josh Jacobs, wrecking ball. He also got the X Factor on him, and he had a great season last year. Love what Josh Jacobs did. I think the Madden killed him with the speed. I get it. He ran a slow 40, but you got to look at film, man. Film, he never got caught from behind, running punch, kick, returns back all throughout the SEC. I don't know. I just don't think they should have gave him that slow ass speed. But he was almost 1,000-yard back last year with 4 touchdowns. That ain't bad. I mean, 3.9. It's a lot of carries to get to 970. 3.9. I mean, if that was about 4 yards a carry, I'm not mad at that. I think he did a pretty solid job with him. I think what killed Shaq was he had an opportunity to trade Antonio Brown, and he didn't trade him. I don't know why he didn't listen to me when I told him to trade him, but you lost him for absolutely nothing. So now you're stuck with Tyrell Williams, Ryan Grant. Now Tyrell Williams is a great receiver, so let's not act like he's not. But he did go pick up Martavis Bryant, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He still got J.J. Nelson over there, so he got speed. And he grabbed 2 great rookies out of the draft. I love these 2 guys that he got. Leslie Rossum at 6'5", 229 pounds. Talking about a guy with 75 strength. If he wanted to, he could put him at tight end. I wouldn't. I would leave him where he is. 88 speed, 90 acceleration at 6'5". It's huge. Huge. He got a hitting talent, so he's going to be something. But this guy, look at this guy, man. 88 speed, 90 accel, 6'5". Remember that. 76 catching, 78 catching traps, 71 short, 70 medium, 70 deep, 81 special catch. He's ready to go right now. 77 release. That means that's almost an 80, so he's going to better get off of some jams right now. But he's agile. 87 agility, 97 jumping. This guy's ready to go right now. Now, me personally, this is my #1 receiver. All right, I'm putting him at the number 1, and I'm putting Williams at number 2 right now. All right, and then you got a kick return, punt returner right here. I don't think you start this guy, but Gilbert Polk at 5'9" and 97 pounds, man, this guy is burners. 94 speed, 92 acceleration. Also came with a hitting trait. But he got work to do. 71 catching, 77. This guy, I mean, if you really think about, you would think he's agile. I like his juking. This guy is definitely a kick returner, punt returner, but you want to get him the ball in space, do some things like jet sweeps with him, RPO type game with him, and if Shaq can learn how to do all that stuff, he got some weapons right now that he can finally build with. At tight end, he's pretty solid. I like Foster Morale. You do got Darren Wallers if he really needs speed, but these guys can do both. They can run and block. They can catch and block. So I like it. Left tackle, Colton Miller, 77 overall. That's not bad. Richie Incognito, he dropped to a 71 at 37 years old, but he still got 93 strength. He's still better than most linemen. At center, you got all-world Pro Bowler Rodney Hudson, 31 years old, getting a little old. He did draft a rookie. I don't see that rookie doing too much of anything, but 94 overall, that's good. At center, Gabe Jackson sitting at 80 overall with 92 strength. So the line is still pretty solid. Trent Brown still sitting right here, 27, 94 strength. So, I mean, he do need to figure some things out on the line, but I like his line. Yeah, Mom. Yeah, I got you. Hold on. Because Colton Miller only 24, he going to develop. 87 strength, you can't lose that. So you got some good pieces on the line. Shaq can really develop this offensive line and make something happen out of it. Right in my hand for you. I thought I had. I thought you whatever, I think I lost it, whatever. I don't know, I couldn't find that other lighter. Oh, I got it. Nah, it's red. Yeah, so like I said, I think this is a good line, man. They got a big front. So Shaq's good up front. I mean, he do got some older guys, but he do got younger guys that he can plug and play eventually. So I like what he's doing offensively. I think he got some pieces. They develop. He's gonna be fine. On the defensive side of things, Cleveland Farrell, Phil Monger, so you know he's going to get to the quarterback. I like Arden Key, and I like this guy, Max Crosby, so he got 2 good DNs. I think he should have addressed another defensive end situation, or he need to come around and turn one of these guys to a DN. Like me personally, I'm putting P.J. Hall at the defensive end with that 80 speed, 84 cell, 95 strength. I would move him, and he's a superstar right now, so I would move him to DN right away because you just drafted Nicholas Albert, which I love. 90 strength, look at this. This is a dog. Me personally, he's my number 2 D tackle, and I'm moving P.J. Hall to the DN. And Alden Key can play linebacker or something like that. That's what I would do, me personally. But I like this. 90 strength, 77 block share. You can play with this guy right now or trade him, do something. I might even come holler at this guy. I need a D tackle. I like it, Shaq. Good draft pick. Good draft pick. All right, so yep, this is where, me personally, this is where I put Alden Key or Crosby. One of these 2 guys in my book will be playing outside linebacker for me. I think I'm going to have to get with Shaq later on and go through his roster and show him this. But maybe you leave Alden Key here and you bring my boy over here to play, move him to DN, and then you move Crosby to the outside linebacker, and now you got a dog at left outside linebacker. I like Camus Gruger Hill, and 4 years in 89, 91. I think that's what he likes, Tamir Whitehead. But these guys can play middle linebacker for you instead of outside. Anyway, Quentin Bell, dog, superstar. I see why now. Never mind. Good shit, Shaq. Vernon Joseph, superstar, rookie, 85. This guy gonna be, yeah. Never mind. You leave that shit just how it is, Shaq. Fine. Still move Hall to the DN. Perfect still over here making plays. All right, so you got some players over here. All right, so these guys right here never gonna see the field. I don't see how you play these guys at all, but I like his outside linebackers. They young. They going to be a development project. But at corner, man, Trayvon Mullen is a dog. Isaiah Johnson is a dog. Garyon Conley went from the number 1 corner on this team to the number 3, and Nick Nelson. So he got all right corners over here, and these corners, the first 2 going to shut people down. So, and LaMarcus Joyner getting up there in age, but he's still a dog. Curtis Riley, I don't really like that. He should have addressed the safety position. And Carl Joseph is a dog. So that's the Raiders. I personally don't see the Raiders making the playoffs. I do think they'll win more games than they won last year. All right, now let's go to the Broncos. Like I said, we talked about the Broncos already, but we're going to talk about the whole team overhaul. All right, so Drew Lock. Sooner or later, Drew Lock gonna have to show he can play some football. I can't stand what he did week 1. Got shut down. Like, he had a terrible QB rating in week 1. Let's see if we can go look at it. I mean, you got a 0.0 QB rating, 51 yards. This can't happen. 6 INTs, 6 sacks, 8 for 27, 29%, 1.9 yards a carry. I mean, you literally couldn't roll a ball from shotgun. You couldn't roll the ball to your center. They give him like, yo, you hiked the ball too early, and you giving the center the ball back, like, and you missed that pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how Ashley was in week 1. This is your franchise quarterback, bro. Like, this can't happen. And I don't know if you got to run the ball to fix this or what, but you can't come out in no game like this, bro. Like, this is nuts. I mean, we in year 2. He's still young. We know he's going to have some growing pains still and all that. But goddamn, DC, what are you doing? I still like Drew Lock, man. You got to play the right way with him, though. You got to be a West Coast player, and he's mobile. He can move around. You got to get your RPO game on with him, DC. I love this backfield. He can hit you from all types of ways with this running back core. I like every last one of these running backs, except for David Williams. But here we go. Phillip Lindsay's 87 overall, so you know he could be a workhorse for you at any moment. Freeman is a hammer, so you ain't got to really worry about too much with him. You can go power. And then you got the rookie Clinton Portis that you have time to develop, but I'm thinking you play him right away like we talked about before. Maybe start him, but you got guys that you can play and keep you in games. Like, this team should be winning games right now, bottom line. I love this backfield. You don't have a fullback, so let's stop wasting time right now and move Royce Freeman to the fullback. And now you can work with Lindsay and Portis Jr. as your 1-2 punch from out the backfield with Royce Freeman at fullback. Come on, man. I got to keep teaching y'all guys, man. Deshaun Hamilton was in the Pro Bowl, superstar guy right now, great receiver. Cortland Sutton growing up. These guys getting up. Once he get into the 80s, he'll be a dog. I love the rookie he drafted, Rod Hollis. Really like him. I ain't gonna spend too much time on him because I did talk about his rookies already. But I like this. I like this guy right here. He can play as a good third down. I mean, a slot receiver over here. Tight ends, Noah Fant gonna be a dog. We know that. But still there from Michigan. So you got Bug Howard over there still. But the line, left tackle, getting a little better. I love Reisner. It's getting he putting it together. He getting a little better over here. We got to find a center for real. You do got a guy down here with 94 strength. I think you play him just because he's strong. Ron Leary getting a little old. Got to get better right here at right guard. I mean, and right tackle, Jawan James, like him, and David Sharp. You got some guys over here you could plug in, but I can see why your quarterback taking sacks all game long. Now, all world, Joseph Barker is about to be the best player on the game, probably by far. And then you got Von Miller that's right behind him, coming from the outside linebacker position. He is a oct. You can't go wrong there. I love Draymond Jones, stepped into the superstar realm. He over there doing the same thing with Bradley Chubb coming off the edge around him. So these two guys are plug up there too. The left end and the right end going to plug up the line, and it's going to allow Bradley and Von Miller to run all over the place. At D tackle, I like the strength though on these guys. You got time to get them better. Richie Cotton, I love this rookie right here. This is a big pick. And he's agile enough to make some things happen. So, you know, development stage. Von Miller, you already know what he about. Joseph Jones, got some speed there. I like this Jeff Hollins guy. Holland, I thought he would have been playing at DN. But he got him outside linebacker or for whatever. I would have paid him at like DN, or you move him into the middle, hide him. He's just a good backup. Joel, 79 speed, 89 acceleration. Justin Hollins, I like this guy, superstar, 6'5", 248, 1 year ran. Still got Todd Davis running around and Dexter Spillman is going to see a lot of playing time eventually. So I love this team too, man. I love what he did. Now I think the defense is what he addressed. So all over the place. Bradley Chubb is a monster, and you already know that. And like I said, with that defensive ends that they got, those outside linebackers are going to do a lot of things. I love his cover corner. You got a shutdown, and you got another high overall corner with high play rec, high awareness, high man coverage, high zone. So you could do some things over there with him. Yadam, I like him far as being only 2 years in with that 74 overall, 6'1". But I think Kobe Chamberlain is ready to get on the field. So dime packages, some nickel, get this guy on the field, and we good. Safety, Justin Simmons to me is underrated. This guy's a dog. He do got another guy over here, 6'2", 190 with really good speed. Kareem Jackson at 32 years old, and Trey Marshall, my boy from Florida State. So I like what he got over there, man. His defense is going sooner or later pick it up. And right now, to be honest with you, he might got the best defense in the AFC West, to be honest with you, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So I don't see DC hitter struggling too much longer. I don't see him being a playoff team, but I think he can have the type of season the Chargers had the year before. Year one, during a race to the throne, during this red wedding, baby. I think motherfucking DC hitter gonna turn it around and beat some guys that people are not expecting him to win. All right, again, not a playoff team, but I think they got the best defense. Chargers are them. So let's get to the Chargers. Talk about what the Chargers did. All right, so my thing with Mike, Phillip Rivers carried this football team last year. That fearless, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback out there, make everybody around him better. But he drafted a great backup, Steve Bradshaw. Now, to me personally, I think Mike's playing this guy right now. And that's going to be the problem he's going to have. I would still play Phillip Rivers. You got him here. You're paying him $11.3 million right now, 15.1, whatever the case may be. You're giving the guy money right now, so let him play. And then you work this guy in, Steve Bradshaw. But if you do start him, you won't have to really rely on your run game. And I like that, because if you're going to play the rookie quarterback, you got Melvin Gordon III. Justin Jackson is not a sleeper, but Tamoni Presley is a house, bro. This is a dog. All right, so first of all, we're talking about a guy that's 6'2", 237 pounds, rookie. All right, 82 break tackle, 90 speed, 89 acceleration, 89 agility. So he's agile as shit for to be that big. 72 carries. It's like Eric Dickerson on the low. 82 ball carrying vision, 89 truck, and 89 stiff arm. So the moment he step into the superstar realm, and if that hitting talent is superstar, this guy get the arm bar, he gonna be a problem. 77 juking, you don't really need him to make nobody miss, because you got Melvin Gordon to do all that, but he's strong as an ox too. Got to get this guy the ball. That 31 looked terrible on him. You better change that number, Mike. So you got Melvin Gordon, who already X factor, and you got a rookie that you could play. So you got a two-headed monster in the backfield. I like it. All right. Drafted another rookie that was a good running back that moved to fullback. This guy, once he develops into a blocker, he's going to be a dog too. We better throw him the ball out the backfield and do some things with him. Good shit. I like Mike's offense. Then you got veteran Keenan Allen still sitting over at receiver. Mike Williams is a really good receiver. Travis Benjamin can really be a good slot receiver, but he's getting up there in age. We don't need him anymore. You still play him just because he's, a veteran. But Reggie Purnell is now the slot receiver over here with this 96 speed, 91 to sell. Get him the ball early and often. Don't even bullshit with him. You want to get this guy developed as fast as you can. This is a speedster out this world. Kick returns, punt returns, all types of same thing with Shaq. RPOs, jet sweeps. Get this guy to football, man. Speed kill. Tight end, I love it over here. He did go get a rookie, Stephon Bernard, 78 overall. That's great. So he kind of good at tight end, man. He still got Hunter Henry, who made the Pro Bowl last year. I like this offense right now, man. So left tackle now. This is where the Chargers was not that good at last year, and I think this is what kept him out of the making the playoffs. Lost them last couple games. It's just schedule, and he ain't had nobody to better block for Phillip Rivers. All right, so, he's 31 years old. He's still over there blocking his ass off, but he went and grabbed the rookie Chandler Rivers. Now, My question is he smart enough to start this guy now? And might as well, right? 76 versus 72. This guy get on the field now, 90 strength. Just get him on the field right now, starting. You got your future left tackle. You kind of good over here. I like this guy. He ain't bad either. George Fink. Like I said, anybody that's on the line that's 75 and above, pretty solid. Center Mike Pouncey still there, 82 overall, which is cool. Forrest Lamps a star, 76, 92 strength, good. All right, so the line is starting to develop. Trey Pickens stepped into another Ram from last year. The line is developing over here, so I like this offense, man. Now can the offensive coordinator and the coach over there put this offense in situations where they can score points, because he got threats everywhere. It's all about what the coach going to do with this team on offense. Joey Bosa, flat out dog. We ain't got to spend much time on him. Melvin Ingram, flat out dog. We ain't got to spend much time on him. I thought that he would have dressed and got some backups over there. Jerry Tillery stepped into his own realm, 84 overall right now. Justin Jones, got a lot of young guys over. Brandon Maybank, 35 years old. These guys ain't playing, but whatever. Like it. Linebackers got solid speed, 81 overall. That's always going to make some plays for you. Drew Tranquil stepped into his own round right now, 88-90. Still got Denzel Perryman. Me personally, they're my two starting linebackers right away. Jatavius Brown is over here, and he still got Kaiser White. So I like his linebacker core. Corners are still solid right here. Julian Love is stepping up right now. Then he drafted a nice rookie, 94 speed, 90 acceleration. That's pretty solid, but he's going to have to get developed because his play rack terrible, awareness terrible, man and zone terrible. So this is a project, but you can still get that speed on the field in the slot and get him to chase the quarterbacks around and shit, blitzing him. Safeties got the best safeties in the game to me, with Nasir Adderley and Derwin James. You can't. He can win you a game by himself just by hitting the shit out of your players and making them fumble. Like the Chargers, man. I said the Broncos might have the best defense in this division, but it's really between these two right now. All right, so let's get to the last team over in the AFC West, and let's get to these Chiefs. All right. So everybody gonna think, oh, he about to talk about King Falk, man. He think King Falk the best player in the league and all that and this and that. So he gonna talk about his boy team, and he gonna, say some things about him. Well, of course, he got one of the most explosive offenses. He got a track star team on offense. Might have the fastest offense in the game, but he has weapons he can do some things with, and he has the quarterback, and I'm gonna call him the meta quarterback because this game was built around the cover guy. So Patrick Mahomes is who he is, and no ifs, ands, or buts about it, but you still need a special player, a special type of coach to be able to play with this guy. All right, all world numbers last year, and this is what you're supposed to do when you get a quarterback like this. You're supposed to put up numbers like this. 2019, 6,147 yards, 75 touchdowns, 60% on the year. It's just that simple, right? So you got a dog at quarterback. We already know that. This guy could put up 40 points a game on anybody, but he's flying. The speed is everything. Matt Breida with that nasty ass donut on his on that ugly ass 29, like he Eric Dickerson. You need to take that donut off this guy. I'm not spending no time on this guy running around with that ugly ass donut on. But Tremon Smith is a sleeper, 72 overall right now with that 93 speed, 96 acceleration. This is a dog in the backfield waiting to happen. That's track star speed. Carlos Hyde, again, fullback even fast, and you can throw the ball to him out the backfield. And he made the Pro Bowl, so he's something. But he went all in. So he said, you know what? I don't need no receivers on my team but Tyreek Hill. Reek, Hardman. Hardman stepped into his own realm. So Reek turned from a star to a superstar. Hardman is the X factor. But then you go draft two fast-ass rookies. Bennett Heath, 97 speed, 92 accel, 94 agility. This guy's ready to go, and he got good release. And Roy Wilson, I like this guy a lot. Really like him a lot. He gonna really get this guy the ball, I think. So it's like, you got four receivers you got to cover at all times that's flying faster than 90% of the people that's covering them, with a quarterback that can throw the ball 30 yards farther than anybody else and can throw it from anywhere on a run in the pocket, falling, getting sacked, under his leg, behind his back. He can fling that thing all over the place, and you got all this speed to chase around. All right. It's going to be really hard to stop this offense with two running backs in the backfield that got the same type of speed these receivers got. So what are you going to do with it? Now, he got rid of Kelsey. He lost a really good tight end, but he gained one back. He vetted it. He did what most people should have did that drafted quarterbacks. Go get a rookie quarterback and have a veteran still there to be able to let that guy develop. Well, he did that with Severian Jenkins, right? But Carlos Saunders and Benjamin Rue are really good corners to try to come in. I mean, really good tight ends to come in and take the place of what Kelsey was giving him. I really think Saunders is going to do it. If you really sit back and look at it, let's look at what he built into. All right. We're gonna have to, he's more of a pass catching tight end, which is fine because he got a blocker on his team. 78 catching, that's good. 78 short route. You got a tight end with 78 short route running, medium 66, but 88 acceleration, 73 catching trap, 70 deep route running. So this is a guy with speed that can stretch the field. And I say that because week 1, he did exactly that. 3 catches for 71 yards, 23 yards, 0.7 yards a catch, 71-yard average, 2 touchdowns. He stretched the field. This is big. You know what I'm saying? So now he got the replacement for the guy he lost. Now let's go look at the line. Eric Fisher, 78 overall. I mean, he's still there. He's going to play solid for him. But then you got rookie Nicholas Whitman, who's sitting there right now. He's already at 75 right now, so that puts him in a round where he's ready to go. You still got the 81 overall center. Right guard, you got another rookie, 73 overall with 88 strength, Kevin Wilcox. This is going to be a solid guy too. Now he will struggle because they rookies, and if anybody that's a dog in front of them, they're going to have a hard day, but you got time to develop them guys because they playing guards for you. So Mitchell Schwartz is all world, everything, 31 years old, 94 overall. So the offensive line has now stepped into a round where they are going to be great. And I think that they're going to do some things, even though I do think people will get pressure on them. Now, when you get over to the defensive side of things, Akbar, we all know who he is, 82 overall. I like him at DN. He's fun, he's solid. But it's a absolute Kansas City Chiefs defense. Frank Clark. I mean, your best piece is J.J. Watt. He's getting up there in age. But you do got 2 guys. I mean, Chris Jones is a dog. And then this guy, Kaylon Saunders. Me personally, bro, sooner or later you need to make a decision. I'm quite sure you got Chris Jones playing DN in your depth chart with Watt on the field at the same time, because Saunders can play the second D tackle if you come out 4-3, 5-2, anything like that, and deserve 2 D tackles on the field. I like it. But I'm not comfortable to say, I almost want to say he got the worst defense in this division. And again, I'm firm a believer of how long can that offense hide this defense, period. Because here's what it comes down to. Darren Lee ain't bad. He got speed. You could play with him at 84 overall. Dorian O'Donnell is going to step into his own realm eventually, but when you play dogs and you got to really stop somebody, I don't see it happening. Fred Warner is getting there at 85 overall. I mean, you like the overall of these guys, and they still young. Anthony Hitchens, he don't do it for me at all. Damian Wilson. Then you get the corner, we young here. Now, Ward stepped into the realm of 83, so he can play some guys. Fenton grew up too. Fields went from like a 55 to 75. I watched this guy work with him all year. So they stepping into them rounds, but right now he don't have corner, he don't have no names. So it's almost like the New England Patriots situation where you really don't have too many big name players on your defense and all that, but they're going to play solid defense. But to me, he has the worst defense in the AFC West, man. And his offense, scoring points and always getting points on the board somehow, I think they hide the fact that this defense is terrible. Now, he does have probably the best safety in the league right now, if not one of them. And then he's going to have to play a rookie right now because he got rid of Tyrann Matthews. But this Titus Hargrove, once he develops and grow up, can be a dog. But you lost 3 guys. You got two out of the 3 secondary players that won awards last year and made the Pro Bowl and had big numbers. 2 of them are on different teams right now. So the only person left is Thornhill. So you asking a lot out of a lot of guys that never started at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this team is good on defense whatsoever, and they're going to give up 30 points, anywhere from 25 to 30 points a game. I think they really will do that. But that offense can score 40 to 50 a game, which will put him in good situations. You know what I'm saying? I do see the Chiefs winning this division by far, and making a long run to the playoffs. But I think if you don't get a home field advantage or whatever, anything like that, if you have the best record, however it go, I do think this team can lose anywhere from the divisional round to the championship round, period. I don't see them sitting in a wild card at all, or losing a wild card game, but I definitely can see them losing in the division or the AFC Championship, depending on who they match up with, because I don't think the defense is that good, and I don't think it'll develop as fast as people think it will be by the time we get to the playoffs. Now, coming into next year, talk to me is a different story. Well, that's the AFC West, man. It's your boy AntHits, the franchise guru. We in season 2, Game of Thrones, man. The Red Wedding, you heard? We get ready to come back on a little later when we got to play them big Titans over there, Jaguars versus Titans. Please tune in. Holler at me.